Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, y'all. So I am sitting at the desk in my bedroom and my studio. A lot of people don't know this. So in the wintertime, in the fall and the winter, I have a studio and my computer, my podcasting equipment, all of the things are set up in my studio. I have a studio off of my bedroom. However, the bad news is the room in which I set up my studio, it does not have heat or air. Now, in the wintertime, I just set up my little heater in there. I have a little radiant heater and I'm fine. I can stay in my studio. But in the summertime, I cannot stay in my studio. We've had 90, 95 plus degree days. And there ain't a lick of air in there. And look, y'all, I got one of them little AC unit thingies. Like, it's one of them little, supposedly little. When I say little, I mean like this big, right? One of these little, like, put some water in it and some ice cubes and it'll cool down the whole room. No, it don't. No, it don't. It don't work. I tried that to stay in my studio last year. And I was like, nah, this ain't working. I tried keeping the door open. I tried fans. Like, I was like, no, if it's 95 degrees outside, it's going to be 95 degrees in my studio. So I can't do it. So I had to move all my equipment out here in my bedroom. And so why am I sharing that? My little ADHD brain just like, what? I don't know why I'm sharing that. But anyway, so I'm in my bedroom today. I'm not driving. I do have to be in the office later today. I think I have appointments from like 4 to 8. But I said, you know what? I'm sitting at my desk in front of my computer and I am waiting for a client to email me back. So I told her I will wait right here. I'm waiting for her to email me back. I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere till like 3:15. I'll be waiting right here. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give everybody a treat. I'm going to sit in my room and sit quiet, sit still instead of being driving. Because some of y'all don't like me driving. Oh, that's my, I was editing a video while I was at it because I'm getting ready to upload a video to YouTube. So everybody don't like me driving. Some people worry about me driving. They think I'm going to get in a car accident. And then one lady said, oh, you're driving and I see stuff going by and it's making me nauseated. I was like, look, do you want these videos or not? I have to do it when I can do it. But today you get a treat. You get me sitting right here in my bedroom, still just talking to you. Okay. This is what we're going to discuss today. So I got a brief part 2. And you know what, y'all? I need to download that video now that I'm thinking about it. So I created a video all about emotional manipulators. And I need to download that video and upload it to YouTube. Because, let me look and see if I did. I don't think I did. Nope. I got to download it. Y'all. And head on over to the YouTube channel. I keep telling y'all this. If you want to see my lives or my videos in its entirety, you got to do that on YouTube or you have to subscribe to the Instagram platform. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you. While you're over there, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all. Everybody over there. I have a whole tribe over there. You all leave such wonderful comments. You interact with the posts that I post over there. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. And for the most part, people are, they're cool. They act respectful and all of that. So I appreciate y'all for doing that. Okay. But please head on over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. It's a free way to support the platform. It doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe to the channel and like each video. That's it. That's all I'm asking. All right. So I got a little, what do I want to call it? I got a little part 2 to the emotional manipulators video. This is one of them that I left out. And remember, I was driving and talking. But emotional manipulators will not answer yes or no questions. I want the ladies to know that. So as soon as I get a whiff that a person is an emotional manipulator, that's when I start asking hard yes or no questions. Emotional manipulators do not like yes or no questions. Because remember, ladies, the goal is to keep you dazed and confused. The goal is to give you a whole lot of word salad. Okay? So, I'm going to give y'all I'm going to give y'all a little example. You ready? So if you went over to Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee, he did an interview with Ray J. He did an almost 2-hour interview with Ray J. Okay? And if you are so inclined, if you have 2 hours, I couldn't even watch the whole 2 hours. I watched it for like 40 minutes. But Ray J is a good case study in emotional manipulation. Okay? He's a really, really good case study in emotional manipulation. And so, and everybody in the comments was talking about it. I was like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in thinking this. Like, everybody in the comments was like, dang, Ray need to go on. Look, one person said Ray need to go on Dancing with the Stars because homeboy danced around all those questions. He said a whole lot of words and ain't none of the words answer any of the questions Jason Lee asked. That's emotional manipulation. Okay, that's emotional manipulation. There are women who are emotional manipulators. Oh, of course. I'm not denying that. Like, I've talked about that at length on my channel. I told y'all that is the way of women. It is the way of women to emotionally manipulate, because women have been socially designed in our culture to not be so overt, to not be so direct, to not be so assertive. So what did they do instead? They emotionally manipulate you. They emotionally manipulate men. Okay? And I can make a separate video for the men, but I'm not here for that today. But yes, I've talked about that at length. In my mind, women are like all but programmed to emotionally manipulate. So, but today we're talking about the men, and I'm talking to the women. So today I'm talking to the women. Okay? So that's another sign, ladies. I ask emotional manipulators hard yes or no questions. And look what I do. This is another little tactic I do. I say, hey, I want to ask you a question. And I want you to imagine that I have a gun, right? I have a gun in my hand, and that gun is going to be pointed at your head. I'm going to ask you a yes or no question. If you give me a response that is anything other than yes or no, I'm going to blow your brains out. Okay? And after saying that, why you got to say it like that? Why? Because I want the answer yes, or I want the answer no. I don't want to hear anything other than those two words. And I ask hard questions, right? So I've told the story many times about the gentleman that I was dating. And, 2 years was the limit in my mind. That was the limit that I gave him. And when those 2 years was up, hey, I got 2 yes or no questions that the counselor in our session, in our pre-engagement session. Number 1, do you want to get married? The only answer is yes or no. Number 2, do you want to marry me? The answer is yes or no. Anything else will get your head blown off. Okay? So that's how you're going to find out real fast if you have an emotional manipulator. That person is going to do everything in their power not to answer yes or no. Well, see, it's more complicated than that. Well, see, but it's a lot of other. No, it's not. No, it's not. So, ladies, if you suspect that you are being emotionally manipulated, remember, the goal is to leave you dazed and confused. The goal is to leave you questioning. You're going to have more questions than answers, ladies. That's the goal of the emotional manipulator. Okay? So if one of the words you use quite often is confused, things are not clear, I don't have any clarity, I don't know what we're doing, you dealing with an emotional manipulator. Okay? So Yes or no questions. And look, the last person I asked the yes or no question, well, and look, that the answer was like, okay, it became crystal clear to me who I was dealing with. Well, as much as I want to say yes, the answer's no. So I got the answer, but the fact that you put all them extra words in there, that told me who you were. That let me know who I was dealing with. I was dealing with an emotional manipulator. So I'm a pass. Like I'm a head out. Like I'm good. But it was suspected for a while that that's what was happening. There's some emotional manipulation going on here. There's asking direct questions and getting a whole lot of word salad, just a lot of words. But if y'all are inclined to see this in real life, I want you to head on over to Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked on YouTube. I want you to look up Ray J's interview. And that is a perfect example of what I'm describing. A person who's asked very direct questions. And they're going to go all the way around and around the pond. And they're going to go over here. And you're like, okay, so what's the answer? Were you dating so-and-so? Was this happening? What's your status right now in terms of your relationship? Like, you still don't have an answer. But that's how you know you're dealing with, a toxic, emotionally manipulative person. You're not going to get yes or no answers. So ask hard questions and make sure those questions have a yes or a no response. That's it. I do not use open-ended questions when it comes to emotional manipulators because I already know what I'm going to get. A whole lot of words that leave me more confused than when I showed up. Blink, 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 see? So that's it. That's the part 2 of the emotional manipulation video. And that video is coming out today over on YouTube. As well as, what's the other one? The other one that's coming out is the number 1 sign that a man is interested in you. That one's coming out today. Okay? Today, but right now, what are we talking about? And somebody needs to hear this. Somebody young needs to hear this. I see this a lot amongst younger women. Sometimes I see it amongst older women. But you need to stop being the cool girl. I was guilty of this. And every now and again, it's such a weird thing. It's a Better Love Movement. Better Love Movement is my YouTube channel. I'm actually going to pin it. So you can head on over there. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So that's my channel, Better Love Movement. But stop being the cool girl. Stop being the cool girl. And it's funny because I was doing this in my 20s when I didn't really know any better and I didn't know anything. And I had some guidance. I had guidance, from my mom, from my grandmother. I had a lot of guidance from my dad, and the men in my life, and some wiser girlfriends, right? My aunts. But I really didn't step into my full feminine power until I was almost 30. And I spent a lot of years, trying to be the cool girl, trying to be cool with things, right? And it is my natural affinity to be kind of a guy's girl. That's my natural affinity because I grew up with men. I had brothers. And that's kind of my natural affinity, which is, hanging around guys and being cool with them. And, I've been a friend to quite a few men for many, many, many years, and even had women they were dating, like coming to me, trying to talk to him or trying to get him to come around or whatever, right? And I have been a staple in a lot of men's lives for many, many, many years. And there's some women out there that feel a way about that. Like, why does Anita get access to this guy for years? Like, she's known him for years. And here I am, like, trying to get access to him or trying to get commitment out of him or trying to get something out of him. So I've always been a guy's girl. I love women too. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of female friendships, and I grew closer to women as 30, 35, 40. That's when my female friendships really started to blossom. And I really started to get more comfortable around women. But I was a tomboy. When I was younger. And again, running with my brothers and playing, riding dirt bikes and, just all the things. So hunting and fishing and all the things. And so I considered myself kind of a natural girl's girl. I'm a natural cool girl, right? I considered myself like just naturally cool, right? However, when I started to get interested in young men, which was around 16. So around 16, something woke up in me like, I started to see boys a little different. Because prior to that, I was like, y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Don't nobody want y'all. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all. And y'all are nasty. Okay. Around 16, it was like, I started looking at dudes different. Like, okay, I'm getting a fluttering in my chest and I'm getting a fluttering in my tummy. And I don't know, I'm feeling nervous. I'm all of a sudden feeling nervous around you. Something I had never felt before. Like it was all types of young boys in my neighborhood and we would just run the streets and I never felt a way. I thought they was nasty. I thought they was gross. And to some extent, I still do now. But this little flutter, this little, flipping of my tummy and this little anxiety came over me with like one boy in particular. So I was like, uh-oh, I think I'm a girl after all. Like, okay. And had my first kiss at late 16. So I say late 16 because I was almost 17. And that was it. That's all that happened. I kissed a boy. A group of us cut school. And we wound up over a friend's house and I kissed the boy. That's it. That's all that happened. And then, mid 17, went to a different high school, met my first boyfriend ever. And again, I was like, ooh, I'm feeling a way about you. Because there was a lot of boys there that I was like, I ain't feeling a way about y'all. Y'all nasty. It was another guy there. That I had a crush on. And he was into white girls. So that wasn't, so I just became a friend, right? He and I just became friends and that was that. Once, he made it clear, yeah, I'm into white girls. I was like, okay, cool. And we just, again, I turned into a guy's girl, again. But met what would be my first boyfriend. And, that progressed into what it was. But here's what I mean about you being the cool girl. So it wasn't until my late 20s, wasn't until I was 30 that I stepped into my feminine power. I started to advocate for myself. I started to think about what I wanted and what I needed. And I started to stand on that. And so to the younger women, a lot of you you want to be chosen, right? You want to be validated. You want to be you want to go with the flow, right? You want to be cool, right? You want to appear to be cool and, unbothered and, I don't catch feelings. I don't really need much. And no, baby, don't do that. Don't do that. Like now, I am anything but cool. Okay. I'm just being honest. I am anything but cool. Now, I'm cool in the sense of I don't go clean off. I'm very stoic emotionally. I'm very stoic. But when I say being this cool girl, it's implying that like anything goes, right? Anything goes. You're down for anything, and yeah, it's not a big deal. Oh, you want to be friends with benefits? I mean, sure, cool. You actually think that doing that is going to get you further with men, and it's not. It is not. It is not going to get you chosen. It is not going to get you respected. It's not going to get you cherished. It's not going to get you further with men. You know what it's going to get you? Being the cool girl is going to get you used. So that's why I encourage you, please stop doing that. Stand up for yourself. Stand on something. Like now, even to this day, I have men even to this day try to shame me, try to make me feel less than for my standards. And now it's just a laugh. Like it's a hearty laugh when a man says it on the phone, when a man says it at the table, wherever he in the comments, like wherever he say it, he's going to get a hearty laugh. He's going to get a hearty laugh. And then he's going to get a very stoic response. Like, okay, then I'm probably not the woman for you. Right? I'm not going to go clean off. I'm not going to, name call or, I'm not going to hit below the belt. Because why? I'm not going to do that. I'm better than that. But you are most definitely not the man for me. You're not the man for me. But nothing you're saying about my standards, about my value and my worth is sticking. Like that's not going to stick. But just understand there are a lot of men out there, even today, that want to do that. They want to shame you. How dare you have standards? How dare you have worth and value? Right? And if you say, yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. No, I'm not cool. I'm not gonna, be able to have sex with you and be cool about it and not be jealous and not be worried about you on dating apps, looking for other women. No, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to get attached, and I say that to this day. To this day, men say, wow, like your level of transparency is like, it's daunting. I've had a man tell me that recently, like, yeah, your level of transparency, your level of honesty, like it takes the wind out of me. Right? That's what he was just like, wow, I've never met someone be so honest. I was like, yeah, if I sleep with you, I'm going to get attached. I'm going to want to be with you. And in my head, you're my man. You're my husband. Right? My body, that's how my body is designed. That any man that is entering me regularly is my husband. That's the signal that's being sent to my brain. Oh, Anita got married. Oh, you found a husband. Wonderful. That's what my body is thinking. So this whole idea that, we can kiss and touch and you can enter my body and, you can go off for weeks on end and I not hear from you. That's not a thing. That's not a thing in my world. There's nothing cool about me when it comes to that. Okay, so stop trying to be the cool girl. Stop going along to get along. Stop doing things you see other people doing and that they're okay with it. Stop reading these stupid articles about how not to catch feelings, how not to get attached. We are human beings, flesh and blood. We are designed to get attached, especially women. We are designed to bond to people. So this idea that, anything a man does, anything a man says that, oh, okay. No, I'm not cool with it. I have had men get slick at the mouth. I have had men touch me in a way I don't like to be touched. I have had men, say things, do things, all kinds of things. And Anita will check you with the quickness. I will check you with the quickness. And look, this is the thing you have to remember, ladies. If checking a man with the quickness, if that's like throwing a grenade in the room, that room getting blown up. That room getting blown up. Okay? That's what a lot of people are afraid of. So in the midst of being disrespected by a man, being talked to crazy by a man, what you're really worried about is, oh, I don't want to shake things up. I don't want to cause no problems. No, I want to cause some problems. I want to cause some problems. Because if you come for me, or if you get slick in the mouth and say something that I deem is like, hey, no, we're not doing that. Y'all already know how I feel about men talking about their exes. I'm not cool. I'm not cool. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your best friend. I'm not your homeboy. This is not the gym. This is not the locker room. Why are you talking to me about other women? I had a client of mine a couple days ago. I did a coaching session. She said, Anita, this man talked to me about him having sex with other women. I said, and you sat there? And you sat there and listened and you didn't say, I said, me and him wouldn't be talking no more. And the only talking we would be doing is him calling and texting and apologizing and trying to get back into my good graces. You are half out of your mind if you think You're going to engage me romantically and talk about other women. And I told her, I said, I need to make a video about this because you're trying to be the cool girl. You're trying to be cool with whatever he's doing and whatever he's saying. And you're not. You're lying to yourself. She said, yep, I didn't learn until 40, afraid to make them uncomfortable and not, ruffle feathers. Yeah. Oh no, I blow up spots all day. Look, I tell men, I said, look, I got a couple of grenades on my hip at all times. At all times, I keep a couple of grenades. I blow up rooms. And so be it. Because the truth is, if you speaking your truth, if you standing up for yourself destroys the relationship, there wasn't no relationship. There wasn't no relationship. You didn't have nothing. Can I be honest? If you truly worried about, oh, he's not going to like me anymore, F him. F him. You don't have anything. You have to abandon yourself. And those days are over. Last I checked, late 29, 30, I don't abandon myself no more. I embarrass people. I offend people. That's another thing. I will offend you. I will offend you. I am comfortable offending you. And how you feel about it is how you feel about it. Okay? If you gonna come for me, oh, I ain't gonna be the only one on the receiving end. You gonna be on the receiving end of some stuff too. But we have to stop this cool girl thing. I see it amongst younger women. I see it in older women. And trust me when I tell you, there were some things that happened when I was a younger woman. I remember this vividly. One time I went to a Kappa party with some girlfriends and we all got separated. There was a guy there that I liked. His name was Michael. And I mean, he was just buck wild. Okay. Michael was just buck wild. Right. And in my mind, I'm like, bruh, if you stop leading with sex, you'll get some sex. Okay. So that's a tip for the men. You ready? You want to get some sex? Stop leading with sex. Stop talking about sex all the time. That's a way to get you laid. Stop. Every other word out your mouth is sexual. Okay? Be quiet. Ask questions and listen. That's how you get laid. But you getting on dating apps or getting over the phone or through text and send me a picture and we know what you're talking about. Stop saying that. It's stupid. And you wondering why don't nobody want to sleep with your tail? Because that's all you talk about. That's all you want to know about. Well, what's your favorite position? And what about this? And what about that? Keep quiet. Keep quiet and you might get laid. She said, I feel like we learn these things too late. We do. That's why I'm on here trying to talk to younger women. In my head, you are my husband. Yeah. If we, honey, if we go there, you my husband. And I'm going to act like it. And you going to feel how you feel about it. But see, that's why I ain't going there with you. Because until I got this, you ain't my husband. So, I know better now. She said that whole cool girl mentality and character for me was a defense mechanism. Yeah. But we gotta learn something different. We gotta learn something different. But look, so here they are leading with sex and and look what I do. And if it's in front of me, I just stare at them. And then look, this happened every time, y'all. I love it. I love to see it. I wish I had it on video. So they talking crazy. I'm just sitting there staring at them like this. And then they start laughing nervously. Oh, come on, Anita. Can't you take a joke? Oh, don't be like that. Don't be. This me looking back. Like I kid y'all not. I flipped that dark feminine energy switch. Oh, okay. I went too far. Look, they checked themselves. Just from my silence. Just from me silently looking at them crazy, they checked themselves. I went too far. I see that I went too far. So like I said, ladies, I can teach you some skills. You don't need to go off. I do not go off. When I tell y'all, I do not go off. I just stare at them like they're crazy, like they're half past crazy. Who do you think you're talking to like this? And look, I'm giving all the vibes of when this exchange is over, which is going to be very shortly, you are never going to hear from me again. And then that's when they, oh, I just playing. Oh, I see I went too far. Oh, see, you can't take a joke. This is what y'all got to learn right here. So y'all got to learn how to do that. But because of the nice girl, because of the cool girl, you don't know how to sit in uncomfortable silences. You don't know how to just stare back at a man like he is plumb crazy. You got to smooth it over. You got to, make everything good again and all of that. So it's either that or it's the other end of it, which is y'all going clean off. Y'all just screaming and yelling and cussing and how dare he and you are so offended and you a lady and how dare you talk to me. So y'all just going clean off. You don't know there's something in between. That's what I'm trying to teach you. It's something in between that, which is this. See? So stop being cool. Stop accepting things that you don't want to accept. Okay? If a man picks the day of a date and it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for me. And you mean to tell me, listen, y'all, you mean to tell me that if he say, let's go out Thursday night at 8, I got clients till 8. That don't work for me. You mean to tell me that if that man don't have any other availability, like, oh, well, that's the day I can do it. Oh, okay. What I look like, not taking clients, bending myself around like a pretzel to try to go out with this gentleman. No, this is my life. This is my work schedule. And I am not available Thursday at 8. And let's add to this, I don't want to eat that late. Technically, my eating window closes at 7. Can I be honest? The last guy that I had the long-term relationship with, that was his like bad habit. He had a horrible habit of eating late at night. And I told him, I said, hun, something has to give. Like, we have to come up with a compromise because he would regularly eat dinner at like 8 or 9 o'clock. I couldn't do it. I'm in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. And so that was definitely like a perpetual problem that we had. I said, look, we have to come up with something else. My eating window is done at 7. I'm not to eat any food past 7 o'clock p.m. And then look, if I went out with him, if we went to Cheesecake Factory or if we went to, wherever, and I'm sitting there drinking something, he feels away. Well, darn, Anita, you going to let me eat by myself? You not going to eat nothing? No, because it's 9 o'clock at night. Now that I'm older, I can't lay down on no food. Okay, I'm older. I have to take antacids and everything else, and I'm not trying to do that. My eating window closes at 7. I'm good. Okay, so stop trying to be the cool girl. So that's another good example of being the cool girl. I'm glad I brought that up. So the cool girl is going to keep going along with that plan. She knows she get heartburn if she eat past 7 o'clock. But this man keep inviting her out for dinner at 8 o'clock, 8:30. And what does she do? The cool girl keeps going along with it. No, Anita was like, I'm not doing that. I think I did it twice in 4 years. We dated for 4 years and I did it 2 times. And there was plenty of times where I would just sit across the table. And that's when he was able to, darn, Anita, like, I'm going to eat by myself pretty much. Because I've already explained this. My system does not work well trying to digest food at 9 o'clock at night. That's not a good look for me. And no, I'm not going to do it. See? So stop being a cool girl. Stop going along to get along. Okay, I see it too. They're an older woman I walk with every day. 2 weeks ago, she showed up looking like me. I didn't like it. One of the other older women spoke out on my behalf. Okay. All right, let me see if I got any more. Happy Friday, Evolving Lulu 74. So whenever you abandon yourself, that's being the cool girl. Whenever you are going against your values, that's being the cool girl. Whenever you are allowing behavior that just doesn't, work with you, doesn't fit you, you're being the cool girl. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Make a commitment to yourself And how about this? Make a commitment to finding a person that's the best fit for you. Okay? A lot of you want to put square pegs in round holes. And I get it. Right now is the worst time in history to be single and trying to actually look for a real relationship or to get married. And so a lot of you feel desperate. You feel you have the scarcity mindset. You feel like, oh my gosh, I finally met a man that I actually find attractive. And now I have to squeeze this square peg into a round hole. No, I will not. I will not. I will show up as me. I hope he shows up as him, and we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. But no, I'm not going to be the cool girl. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. It does not work for me. And like I said, there's some things I feel very strongly about. I do not appreciate men talking about their exes. Because I'm going to be honest with you fellas, it's a sign to me that you don't like me. You're basically telling me that you don't like me like that. Okay, you're using me for free therapy. You don't like me like that. You're struggling to get over your ex and you think you're going to use me to do it. Ladies, one of the strongest signals that you are in a rebound relationship with a man is constant talk about his ex. And remember this always. It doesn't matter if the talk is positive and it doesn't matter if the talk is negative. So even if he does nothing but complain about his ex and complain about what she did and what she said, that's energy. That's energy. That's a whole lot of energy that he is bringing to you in your situation. So don't ever forget that. Okay, you're in rebound land. And I don't care if he broke up with her a year ago. I don't care if he broke up with her a month ago. He has not healed. He has not healed from that situation. Okay, mine must be coming soon because I no longer feel anxious anymore about being single. Good for you. That's right. I'm just resigned. One of my best friends today said, "Stop saying that. Why stop saying that?" He get mad. I'm like, you actively looking for somebody. Anita is resigned. Okay, Anita is resigned. Anita's working on other things. I'm manifesting other projects into my life. I got other things that I need to be doing. So, it's not saying the desire is not there. The desire is there to be with my husband. And that's honestly all I know how to do is be a wife. However, I am no longer sitting on the edge of my seat for that to happen. I am sat all the way back in my seat, y'all. I'm like, I'm putting my head back in the seat. like the old me would be sitting on the edge of my seat. Now the new me, I'm sitting all the way back. My head is laid back in my seat, y'all. That's where I'm at. Okay, so that's all. It does not mean the desire is not there in my heart. It is. God knows my heart. God knows the desire I have. I'm just leaned all the way back in my seat. That's all. I'm not sitting on the edge of my seat anymore. So that's it. But please, I hope this reaches a young woman's ears and she starts speaking up for herself. She starts expressing herself. She starts letting the man she's dating know what she likes, what she doesn't like. She disagrees with him. And remember, we can disagree respectfully. We can disagree without being disagreeable. Okay? But stop going along to get along. Stop, trying to be so cool about everything. I'm not cool about it. And look, I'm quick to tell a man that I'm jealous. I'm quick to tell a man that I'm envious. I'm quick he said, I see with your pull-up bar. Yeah, y'all see my pull-up bar? 10 pull-ups every night. Y'all don't know nothing about that. 10 pull-ups every night. And look, I pull up, then I pull my knees up, then I drop my knees down and I go down. So I work my arms and I work my abs every single night. 10. And that may not seem like much, but it's consistency, baby. That's what y'all don't realize. Consistency. That's what's going to get you results. Okay, so I don't need to work out for 2 hours a day, once a week, once a month. No, I do 10 pull-ups and pull my legs up to get that lower ab, and I'm good. And yes, I work out. It's very random now. I need to get back on a schedule. I walk every day, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not working out like I should. I really am not. She said abs and cores, and that 10 will soon be 15 or 20. Do you know I have been doing 10 for like years? I've never done more than 10. Yeah, I've never done more than 10. I had, I think it was my son that was like, why don't you go past 10? I was like, I just don't. I just don't. I feel like 10 is enough, and there you go. So, yep. 10,000 steps. Oh gosh, I must get 50,000 steps in. Yeah. I'm walking everywhere all the time, all day long. I never take elevators. That is one of my hard and fast rules is I do not take the elevator. Okay. I would have to be going to the 20th floor for me to take the elevator. If it is not past 20 flights, I take the stairs every single time. Every single time. I do not take elevators. So ladies, I'm putting y'all on some game now. I'm putting you on some what I call everyday fitness game, which is stop looking for the closest parking spot. So when my daughter and I pull into Target, we pull way at the end where nobody is parking. And look, she know now. She don't say it no more, but she used to be like, why are we parking back here? She know what time it is now. This is called free workout. Okay. This is called getting your workout in before you hit Target. I do that every time. Target, Walmart, Kroger, everywhere I go, I park way away from the cars and we walk our little tail into the store. I do not take elevators. I take the stairs. I do my pull-ups. I walk my dog. I walk around the dog park. I let her off and just let her run around. And I just walk around. So there's lots of ways for y'all to stay fit and healthy. You have to fold it into your day. Okay. She said, I've been getting over this bug, but I will be at the gym tomorrow. Good. All right. That's what I want to hear. Okay. But ladies, some young lady needs to hear this. Stop being the cool girl. You think you're getting closer to winning his heart? Quite the opposite. You're being used. You're being used and abused. And that's not in the nature of men. It's not in the nature of men to truly value something that's easy. Men do not value something that's easy to come by. They do not value a woman that just lays herself out on a silver platter, that just gives him sex on the first night or cooks and cleans and take care of the kids he have with other women. Men don't value that. And that's why whenever women come to me, and I've had women come to me of all ages, and it breaks my heart because they cry and they're like, Anita, I gave him everything. I did everything. And I did this and I did. And I just, what do I say? Y'all? That's why he left. That's why he ain't here. Men do not value what they do not earn. Okay? And we're not talking about some toxic, send me money for my nails, send me money for a new outfit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about just women with standards. Women with values and morals. Of course, I'm not sleeping with you tonight. I don't know you like that. Of course, I'm not coming over and babysitting your kid, and I don't know you like that. Like, some of these things are common sense. But I need you to hear me on this. When you give and do and you just roll out the red carpet for a man that you don't even know, and you don't make that man invest in you. And remember, it is not just about a financial investment. It's about emotional investment. And what is emotional investment? You ain't sleeping with him. You're not sleeping with him. You're talking on the phone. You all are texting. Y'all know how I feel about texting, but I'm going to throw that in. You're going places together. You're doing things together. You're getting to know each other. You're of some other service or value to each other. That is an emotional investment. So it's not even about what he spends, but get his time. His time is invaluable, ladies. Y'all don't even require a man's time. You're out here, and I'm just going to give him everything and do everything. And then, of course, because he don't value it, we've already talked about this, he is going to throw it away like a paper plate and a paper cup. He does not value it. But you give him that piece of china, you give him that silver, the silver fork and the silver knife. Okay, I got to hold on to this. I got to wash this and put it up. I can't just throw this away. Be that Be that. Don't be a paper cup. Don't be a paper plate. Don't be plastic forks. Be fine china, baby. Be silver. Okay? And make him invest. Okay? Make him invest. And it's not just about money. Men keep jumping straight to money, and women keep jumping straight to money. It's not about money. I've had men spend lots of money on me. I've had men do lots of things for me that cost them money. And where are they now? Where are they now? They're like, oh, okay. It's the time. You're trying to win the man's devotion. You're trying to win his heart. It's not about what's in his wallet, because as I've told you all before, once you have a man's heart, everything else will follow. I remember, now this was years ago when I was living in Atlanta, and I was dating a guy, and I guess we dated for like 2 years, maybe about 2 years. And when I tell y'all, he loved his car. Like, he loved that thing like a baby. And he did all the things that men do to their cars, right? Washing it and, cleaning it out on the inside and washing it and rubbing it with the little baby diaper, like waxing it. And he did that every week. He loved his car. He loved his car. And I never drove. And everywhere I needed to go, that man drove me. And that's what I miss. I'm not going to lie. I miss that man for that alone. Like, he was my personal chauffeur. He was like, wherever you want to go, Anita, what you need to do, you need to go here, you need to go there. He would drive me because he just loved his car, right? So maybe about 7 or 8 months in, this how I knew this man loved me. Like, this was the big reason why I knew this man loved me. So I said, we was out somewhere. I don't know where we were, but he was like, oh, I need to have my car moved. We were somewhere and he couldn't do it. I don't know if he was doing something, but he was like, oh, I need to have my car moved. My car is in a space, or I don't know if it was the meter was going to run out. Something was going on. He was busy doing something. We were out somewhere. He was doing something. He's like, hey, Anita, I can't run out. I need my car moved. He threw me them car keys. And look, he looked me in my eyes. I went, I was like, this man loved me. I was just like, I got you. That's what I was thinking. When he threw me them keys and I moved that car, I was like, baby, I got you. I knew I had that man right then. Because that man loved that car. When I tell you, he loved that car. And the fact that he was going to let me drive it, I said, uh-oh. Okay, she said, also beware, don't think talking on the phone for hours without dates or activities is real time. Yeah, absolutely not. Y'all should know better than that. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all know better. Now, if you've been listening to me, you know better than that. Like, I'll cut that off with the quickness. I don't do the pen pal at all, right? We are talking enough for me to feel comfortable on the date. And then in between dates, we're talking enough to make the next date. Like, that's it. No, absolutely not. So, But yeah, y'all, I knew I had that man then. I was like, this man loved me. And sure enough, from that day forward, right, I was like, uh-oh, this man is in love. Like, okay. And I was like, hey, babe, can I use your car to do X, Y, Z? He's like, okay. See, when you get a man's heart, everything will follow. Everything will follow. That's when so I've never, can I be honest? Can I be honest with y'all? I have never dated a man for money. I have never gone after a man for what he did, for his money, for what he drove, none of that. I go for the gusto. Okay? I go for the gusto. What's the gusto? I'm trying to make you fall in love. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to win your devotion. I'm trying to win your heart. That's what I'm after. So whatever it is you think you got, I'm not going for that. I'm going for your heart. And there's been some hearts that have been harder to win than others. Some hearts I never won. I never won certain men's hearts. And then I just left them alone because I was like, yeah, this game is too hard. I can't get past level 3. It's like, nah. And I just abandoned that game. And I'm glad I did. There's some men out there. I could not get past level 3. I could not win their heart. I could not win their devotion. And I just left them alone. I left them alone. She said, me either. I want you and your pockets will follow. Exactly. But this is something that younger women don't quite understand. Like younger women don't understand that. And so now I'm going to flip it for the gentleman. Gentlemen, your goal is to win a woman's heart. And once you do that, again, everything she got is yours. So this idea of you're talking to a stranger on a dating app, you're talking to a stranger over the phone or through text, and you lead with sex. Like, okay, I don't know you that well. And like, it's giving, using, like it's giving, it's giving, I'm just here for one thing. I'm here to use. And again, ladies, I've told y'all this time and time again. Yes, 98% of men, they want sex. Okay. Like I've never been shy about telling y'all that they want sex, but you have to let them know, okay, you want sex and here's what I want. And is there can we have some sort of negotiation, right? I hope there's other things you want other than sex, but I understand that that's one of the things that you want, right? I have no problem with men wanting sex. What else do you want? I asked this just the other day in the live. And guess what? One man answered my question when I said, fellas, what else do you want other than sex? I said the two things they could not say was sex and peace. So I'm going to ask it again on this live. Gentlemen, what do you want from women other than sex and peace? What else do you want? Okay, that's what I try to determine. What else does this man want? What else does he need from me other than sex and other than peace? Okay, and a lot of you all can't answer that question. And therein is the problem. Like, I don't want to give a man sex that doesn't value anything else about me, right? I could go on OnlyFans and make $1 million, like what? What are we doing? If I was that girl, I would be on OnlyFans, but I'm not. I'm the girl that wants to interact with men for the purpose of long-term relationship, for the purpose of partnership, for the purpose of marriage, for the purpose of love and devotion and cherishing and respect. Like, that's what I'm after. She said, because most men don't want anything else. Well, there you go. So that's what men they really need to answer that question. Like, what else do you want women for? And if you can't answer that question, that's why you're not getting no sex. That's why you're not getting no woman. Because a good woman, not an OnlyFans woman, not a hoe, not a 304 or whatever y'all, whatever else, right? Not them. The actual good women. Like, we don't work that way. Okay? We want genuine interest. We want genuine, partnership. We want something real. You leading with sex is just not going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you blocked, it's going to get you left alone. So answer that question. Like, seriously, really ponder that question, gentlemen. What else do you want other than sexual fulfillment and peace? What else do you want? And don't talk about, women don't bring anything of value. No, tell me what you want. Tell me what you wish they brung. What else do you want from women? That's what I want to know. So, but please, ladies, hear me well. Being the cool girl, right? Being chill and going with the flow and being okay with things you're not okay with. That is not going to lead to good, happy relational success with men. That's going to get you used. That's going to get you feeling very, very bitter and very resentful. Like, wow, like these women who say that line, I did everything. I gave him everything. Yeah, that's going to be you. That's going to be you. And he left. He left for someone else. He left you alone. He monkey branched. He rebounded, or now he's giving her, because I mean, this is going to hurt. This is going to sting. You ready? This is going to sting, ladies. But could it be because she has standards? Could it be because she has standards? She has boundaries. She has requirements. Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe he's, jumping through all these hoops for the next woman because the next woman actually, she's hard to get. She's actually hard to get. I told y'all how I work. I do nothing. I do less than nothing. I do less than nothing. I'm a cool chick. I have a great personality. I'm funny. I'm smart. I bring a lot to the table. So I don't need to lead with my body. I don't need to lead with my cooking and my cleaning and all of that. Yes, I'm able to do all of that, but I don't lead with that. I don't need to lead with giving you money and all of that. I don't need to do any of that. I'm just a cool chick. And so if a man can't appreciate that, I don't want to be with him anyway. I'm not going to give him access to me. But yeah, the next woman might have had higher standards. She might have had boundaries. She might have had requirements that you didn't have. You are going to get the opposite of what you're looking for by doing everything, being everything, over functioning, being cool with it. All you're going to get is a bunch of resentment. So please stop being the cool girl. Okay? Stand up for yourself. Figure out what you like and don't like. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to piss somebody off. Don't be afraid to throw grenades into rooms. Right? And there are caveats to some of this. So we're not going to make scenes in public. We're not going to make scenes in front of people. That's not what I'm saying. But when you have the chance, like if something goes left in a group of friends, you're going to play it cool because that's, cool in the sense of I'm not going to clean off right now. But when I get in this car, I'm going to say, hey, this isn't cool. This doesn't work for me. Okay, this is not something I want to thank you, Desiree, for, I hope I said that right. Desiree, 18, bought a badge. Thank you. So you got to be able to say that. Like, hey, this isn't cool. I felt embarrassed. I felt this. I felt that. Like, what is going on? Yeah, stop playing it cool. Stop making it seem like, oh, everything they say and everything they do is okay. It's not. It's not okay. And like I said, it's a quick way to get yourself used. It's a quick way for a man to put you down and pick up the next woman. Because it's so easy. Men do not value what they did not earn. They don't. And that's why we got to stop giving our body right away. You got to stop, doing everything and loaning men money and all this other foolishness. Like, it's some stuff going on right now that I just can't wrap my head around. I can't wrap my head around it, y'all. I just don't understand. But that's me. I'm old fashioned. I'm proud of that. I'm traditional, and okay. And how you feel about it is how you feel about it. Okay. All right. I got to take this chicken out for dinner. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on this email, y'all. Let me reload. I'm still waiting on this email. Okay. I might email her again. But I got to upload these videos. And then I will see y'all again. Have a wonderful weekend. It's been kind of rainy here, storming all day. We need it. And look, it's still 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees outside. It's a hot rain. So I put the dogs out, let them run around for a little bit, but it is still hot as heck outside. So stay cool wherever you are. Have a good weekend as we go into the weekend. Okay. Stay encouraged. I've been really working with a lot of clients recently to keep them propped up, keep them encouraged. I mean, it's people are worn out. People are worn out and worn down right now. People are just checking out. And I'm just trying to get them to hold on, just hold on for a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who bought a badge. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of the day. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, which is the only place it will reside unless you're subscribed to Instagram, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. It helps it to get in the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay open to love. One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, There are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.